AAA gaming is fucking cooked. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Sony first. So as we all know, Sony tried to push an update that forced all PC players to connect their Steam accounts to a PSN account even if they didn't have a console. And they tried very hard to push for it, but the community all came together. They review bombed the shit out of Helldivers 2 to the point that it went from very positive all the way to overwhelmingly negative. And 2 days after this, Sony backpedaled and reversed the change. However, there is still a catch. The thing is, according to Pirate Software, Sony did something sinister in the background. They restricted Helldivers 2 from being purchased in all 77 countries where PSN isn't available. The list is quite long, and the people that live in these countries can no longer buy the game. They are not only taking revenge towards Helldivers 2, they're also doing it with Ghost of Tsushima. So as you may or may not know, Ghost of Tsushima is getting a PC port and it will be launching very, very soon. But, as we can see from Permaband, I was expecting Sony to take revenge, quote unquote, over the Helldivers PSN. True enough. Countries that don't support PSN don't get Ghost of Tsushima, not even just a single player. Hopefully, both of these developers, both the Helldivers 2 and Ghost of Tsushima developers can fix this, but it's incredibly shitty practices from Sony. So let's move on now to Microsoft. Microsoft closes Redfall developer Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks, and more devastating cuts at Bethesda. So they just closed these two studios. Arcane is iconic. They made the Dishonored series, their latest game being Deathloop, which wasn't very well received, but it was still a decent game from what I've heard. And obviously Hi-Fi Rush is a very very well regarded indie game. And it went on to win several awards, and yet Microsoft thought it was the right call to just completely close these two development studios. And here we have more information about it. Charlie Intel. Bloomberg is reporting that Xbox is still not done cutting costs and that more cuts are on the way. Also reporting that Microsoft executives started to further scrutinize the Xbox division after the $70 billion purchase of Activision. So here we have an incredibly shitty statement. We need smaller games that give us prestige and awards, says Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studios. Which is incredibly funny because here it says down here, Microsoft says it needs games like Hi-Fi Rush the day after killing its studio. Because this game was very, very well regarded again, and it went on to win several awards. And yet they closed the studio, so they're just being incredibly hypocritical here. Here it says as well, from VGC, former Blizzard president Mike Ybarra has claimed that Xbox boss Phil Spencer will be hurting as much as anyone else following the closure of 4 first-party studios. Which is truly pathetic because this is just absolutely shameful statement to make because we all know how much he is getting paid. And so this is an incredibly shitty statement as well, just purely terrible decisions. In an interview that IGN made, we sat down with longtime Xbox employees to get their thoughts on the direction of the brand today, amidst recent layoffs and studio closures. And in big quotes here, longtime Xbox employees, it's no longer Xbox but Microsoft Gaming. And then here we have a very interesting video from Tom Waring. Xbox President Sarah Bond responds to a question from Bloomberg's Dina Bass about why Hi-Fi Rush and Tango Gameworks were shut down. And here, basically, I'm not going to play the entire video, but the whole basis of her answer is nothing. She said a whole lot of words to say a whole lot of nothing. She didn't answer the question at all. She just completely dodged the question by saying a lot of words that don't mean anything. Here we can see more questions. Her answer didn't remotely address any of the good and valid questions. Responded with no answer, basically avoiding the question. Oh, it just refreshed. I did not click on that. Interesting. A lot of words to say nothing. That's all for Microsoft for now, but let's move on to EA, which is a truly it just truly shows EA's nature, how greedy they are, how anti-consumer they are. In today's earnings call, EA CEO Andrew Wilson says he has been playing the next Battlefield game with the development team, and it will be a tremendous live service. Another live service Battlefield game. We all know how Battlefield 2042 went. It was an absolute disaster of epic proportions, and yet they have learned absolutely nothing, and they are going to do it again. It will be a tremendous live service. I already know I don't want to play the game. Thank you, Andrew. EA has to be ran by AI because ain't no way they are still on this. So overall, it's truly sad how AAA gaming has gone down and down and down into depths that are so low we couldn't believe they were possible. So while editing this video, my friend sent me this. EA CEO Andrew Wilson says they are looking into ways to put ads into major video games. Let me just say, go fuck yourself, Andrew Wilson. Go fuck yourself. And I hope your pillow always remains warm. Fucking asshole. But yeah, overall, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we start actually getting some W's in the AAA gaming sphere, because this is truly sad. But I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.